Hey guys, how you doing? And welcome to another episode of Coin Ring Talk. I'm JT, where I talk coin rings and all things precious metals. And I like to give an opportunity for people to meet other coin ring creators in the community. So today we have a great coin ring creator that I want you to meet. His name is Shawn G. So I want you to see some of his work before we start, and I'll see you in a second. Welcome back. Once again, my name is JT from JT Coin Rings, and today's guest is Shawn G. Hey, how you feeling, Shawn? Man, thank you so much for joining me on the episode of Coin Ring Talk. Today, we're talking about starting a business in coin rings. And I wanted to invite you on so you can tell me your experience and maybe what you had started, you can help someone else in the community. How you like about that?
That sounds great, JT. Good morning.
Awesome. Good morning. Good morning to you. So, Shawn, now who is Shawn G, and how did you get started making coin rings?
So we live up here in Vancouver, Washington, and I do a lot of different things. One of the things I love to do is make coin rings. I just love that hobby. I love the business aspect of that. So that's pretty much me in a nutshell. Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Now, how did you stumble across it?
Stumbling across coin ring making. Well, it started out with my wife and I and her horse. His name is Mac. And I was riding him around the arena and got bucked off and broke 6 ribs on the left side, my collarbone, got transported to the hospital where they said I needed emergency bypass surgery on my heart, triple bypass.
Wow.
So after being out of the hospital for a month, I sat on the couch and wanted to make a wedding ring that I had lost, wanted to remake a wedding ring, and I stumbled across a video of how to make coin rings. And that was by Skyler Jenkins. And we all know who he is in the business. He's
Most
very
definitely
good at it. So, that and Skip King, there's Spence Kid and Jason from Jason Works. So those guys are very detrimental in the start of my coin ring business.
That's a pretty amazing story that you kind of found coin ring making in the midst of going through pain. Like, falling off a horse. But the beautiful thing about it, in that time frame, you found something that you could do to replace something you lost, and then now use that skill in order to start a business. It's funny because I remember when I first wanted to start making rings, a friend of mine made a ring for his fiance. And now that she's his wife, and I didn't believe him when he showed me the picture of him of the ring. But what he used was this skill called lost cast waxing, and I was so excited when I heard about it. I went right to YouTube, which I call YouTube University, and kind of dived in everything I possibly could to learn about lost cast wax, but I stumbled across Skyler, and I saw him make the gold coin, a gold coin ring. And after that, I was hooked. I dived into every video I possibly could. I commented on every video. I think I bugged that man so much, but he still took the time out to just comment, right? Then I stumbled across a video, $300. Start making coin rings. Basically, it's a video he came out with, and from that point I went on that video and I wrote down everything possibly that I could, and I tried to muster up the $300 to start my journey into coin rings. So that's how I basically started, from that curiosity of making something on my own, from a friend telling me about it, and I stumbled across coin ring making same way you did by watching videos on YouTube, and found Skyler Jenkins. I'm sure he inspired thousands to do the same.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sure he has too.
most definitely, most definitely. All right, when you started out, what tools did you have, and what was your financial investment?
Well, when I initially started, I didn't have any tools.
Mm,
I kept watching Skylar's videos. I watched every video I can get on YouTube on coin ring making because there was quite a few people making coin rings, and each one has their own ability. Each one has their own mindset of how they want things to go and how they started.
hmm.
So I just picked and chose a little from everybody I could to get as much info as I could. Skyler started out, he was talking about getting a nylon mallet and a ring mandrel. So
That's
I
right.
started pricing them and I got the cheapest one I could. There you go. Um, and I think I paid $19.95 on Amazon, and
Hmm.
I just started making coin rings that way. And they weren't professional, really. I mean, it takes a lot of time and a lot of hard work.
Yes.
And the very first one I made, the person I showed it to loved it dearly, and it wasn't professional at all, but they loved it, and because
Right.
it was unique. And so that kicked off the start of, okay, this is what we got to do.
Right. I remember making a pair for my cousin. She just got married, and I took some JFK half dollars, 90% silvers, um, and I made her husband one and herself. They loved it. Now I look at them rings today, and I told her I need to make you another pair.
Sure, sure.
But she wears them as her wedding bands. I love her as a cousin, but I have to make her a better pair now that I learned the skills, and I have better tools. And
Yes.
I'm telling you right now, the tools make a difference. What do you think about that?
I have to say, the tools do make a difference from the
Uh-huh.
mandrel. Jason Stinchfield sent me a starter kit, and the first time I used it, honestly,
Hmm.
tools make you a rock star. So
Yeah,
if you want to be a rock star in the business, the tools is that's where you have to be for sure.
most definitely. I want to show a clip of some of the tools that we use when we make coin rings, and letting you know the investment of these tools when we get right back. It started with the basic Harbor Freight tools, and then the more I learned, the more tools I needed to get.